me see what I can do. Let me put the work in. If anyone can, I'ma see it through. Let me put the work in. I'm the best friend now, not trying to be rude. Let me put the work in. No one else can do it like I do. Ain't nobody that is quite like me. Nobody work as hard, that can rhyme like me. That can sing like me, that can try, you'll see. Getting jiggy on the rhythm like I'm Billie Jean. Billy Elliot, how I move. Rest for your head, I ain't breaking sweat through. Put the world in the box. I'm a master of all, you inject my life. So let me put the work in. Baby, let me see what I can do. Let me put the work in. If anyone can, I'ma see it. Let me put the work in. I'm the best friend now, not trying to be rude. Let me put the work in. No one else can do it like I do. No one else can do it like I do. No one else can do it like I do. Yeah, so let me put the work in. Here for the long run, I'm just flirting. I'm in love with the game so much it hurts me. Cause I'm the main show, cue the curtains. Ain't no one could be with me. Ain't no one could be with me. And I see the game, get it through your brain. Ain't no one could be with me. No one else can do it like I do.
For your weekly dose of the podcast where anything goes. I'll have you know.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another I'll Have You Know podcast with myself, Kev, and the man over there, Jace.
What's happening, guys?
How's it going, guys? What's going on? What are we doing then, Jace? Tell people what we're doing.
Well, it's been a week, 2 weeks maybe since we've done this.
It has been a while.
We've had a lot on, and to anybody at home, probably some of you know exactly what's been going on, others don't. Anyway, we're not going to apologise because we're not snowflakes. Tonight we are doing a podcast on Call of Duty. So I found it fitting. Me and Kev, we met on Call of Duty, and everything progressed through streaming and podcasts. You all know that shit. So we thought we do the podcast on Call of Duty mainly because we're not playing that shit anymore. We're done with it.
No.
We thought it's an end of an era. We're moved on to a different game, better game, and we thought, fuck it. Let's dick on COD, but give you a brief history of it. So yeah, basically that's our podcast tonight.
That's it. Talking about how much we fucking hate a game, basically.
Yeah.
Now, saying fucking hating games and stuff like that, there was some parts of COD that I fucking genuinely enjoyed, and that's the teamwork, the camaraderie. Is it? What's the fucking word?
Toxicity.
The toxicity. That's what I loved. We had a good laugh on it. We were quite toxic when we played. We've had some ups and downs on it. We've had some fucking arguments on it, and we've had all sorts of shit on it. And it's crazy how a game can bring a lot of people together. You know what I mean? And it's that's one thing I'll never take away from it, is the fact that we met through that. So like,
You know,
that's the one.
it wasn't always like that either. I mean, what was your first Call of Duty you played?
Oh god, it's probably the first Call of Duty. Like I never played online gaming. I was very much like, if I brought a COD game, I was just campaign mode and that was it. That was, complete the game. That was a great game and that was it for me. So I never really did any, like Warzone was my first online experience with Call of Duty, other than Battlefield, which I played online. That I never played COD online, never until Warzone.
So for Call of Duty, and that including the new one that's just came out, Vanguard, there is 21 Call of Duty games. The first one starting in 2003. So the first Call of Duty was 2003, and I'm pretty sure it was a PC that it started off with, and it progressed on the PlayStation 2 after that.
So what kind where was Medal of Honor from fucking Call of Duty era?
No, Medal of Honor was a completely different genre altogether. That was, I mean, back then it was often Call of Duty versus Medal of Honor. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Medal of Honor had, I think, 3 games on PlayStation 2, and I'm pretty sure they had that remake version of it as well, which was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But they didn't amount to much after that. I don't know what happened to Medal of Honor.
I don't know what happened with Medal, because Medal of Honor, in my opinion, was on point with some of the games. Steven
Spielberg was Medal of Honor, yeah. I don't know what happened to the games. The games just kind of stopped. So it was, like I said, Medal of Honor was often combating against Call of Duty at the time. Medal of Honor only having maybe 4 games in all. But Call of Duty started bringing their games out. So 2003 was the first one. The second Call of Duty was called Call of Duty United in 2004. 2005 was Call of Duty 2. What's happening, Flappy? So like Call of Duty focused more on World War One and World War Two.
Yeah.
To begin with. So between 2003 up to 2000, I think 5 or 6. 2006, sorry, it was all Call of Duty 1, 2, United, Big Red 1, that sort of shit, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't until my first online Call of Duty in 2007, which was Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. It was amazing.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, like some of the games were great, and the campaigns were actually really good as well. You know what I mean? Playing the actual story modes and that. And like now it's just got out of fucking control. It's very Fortnite-y. It's almost going down like a stupid
it wasn't
kind of
always
route.
like that, honestly.
No, it was very, very realistic and very war-torn fucking kind of games. Like, you know, you could actually, being in the military, relate to some of the stuff that was going on in it, you know, and it felt right, but not anymore.
Their main thing was war and treachery. That was what they kind of progressed on to Call of Duty. It's like, so Modern Warfare, when that came out in 2007, that was the most iconic Call of Duty that was ever made at the time, obviously, because it was online. Everybody loved the fact that everybody was coming together, they were doing this and that, and that's when everybody started to no scopes, the esports, all the original stuff all started from that. After that was 2008. That was Call of Duty World at War, and they introduced the likes of zombies, but that was 2 different companies that made them. So you had Infinity Ward that was on the Modern Warfare side of stuff, and then World at War was actually Treyarch. So Treyarch then progressed into the Black Ops games, the Cold War games. Anything that Treyarch done was all zombies. And Infinity Ward, it was survival. So like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, that was survival mode. You had to fight hordes and hordes of bad guys that were shooting at you.
Yeah.
Whereas Treyarch, it was all zombies.
Yeah, like the look of it was kind of almost like a James Bondy kind of feel, because you're like that one guy going in and taking out, you know. And I always remember like enjoying some of the campaign games where I think there was a level where you were crawling through the dirt and you had to watch these 2 guys walk past you and stuff, and it was just fucking phenomenal the way it was done.
Was in the ghillie suit.
Yeah, what game was that?
That was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. You were Soap McTavish and you were Captain Price. You were in the ghillie suits.
What a fucking game, man.
So the one when we first met was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That was the brand new one in 2019. And that's a prequel to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So like some of the characters that you got on Warzone. I'm already forgotten about the shit because it's shit. Some of the characters they were all dead, like because Price was dead on it already. You know, so McTavish, he died in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And that was, I have it written down. Modern Warfare 3 was, I don't have it written down. I do have it written down, 2011.
Okay.
So
I genuinely think I missed out on a lot because I was away traveling and doing my thing. And
yeah,
like, obviously I've got, I know it's going to sound fucking lame, but I've got 10 years on you. I'm, well, 12 years on you and stuff like that. And
yeah.
Like you're talking, how old were you? Like, you know, when COD was out, you're talking 11, 12 years old.
When Modern Warfare came out, 2007, I was in the army at the time. 2006, I joined the army. I left school 2006. I joined the army. I was just turning 16. I was at Cartrick when I remember actually, I was at Cartrick. I was in the rec hall, and you were at Cartrick, right?
I've done Cartrick, yeah.
Right. So in the mess hall, that's where you get your food. Upstairs in the rec hall, you had your fucking pool tables, your computers, and all that shit. Well, the 360 was out, and I remember the hype. Everybody was going, "Oh, this new game," and it was Call of Duty. So when that first came out, you can imagine a whole lot of us in our fucking our uniforms and rec head were playing it.
Being in a military environment as well, do you know what I mean? It added. I think a lot of the games like this, when you have been in the military, add a lot more excitement to it and stuff like that. Whereas, like, I think Stretch said it right. You know, COD has always been an arcade kind of shooter, whereas Battlefield is a skillful game. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Stephen. How are you, my friend?
That was Stevie Boy. You see, that was the thing. So, in any Call of Duty, right, it's always cost us fucking shit. I hated the fucking thing. But even when Call of Duty first came out, I played it a little bit online, where comms weren't a big factor because we didn't have mics when we were stationed at Cartrick. But even Call of Duty back then got us in shit because we'd be fucking throwing grenades and shooting on Call of Duty, and then we'd go into the training fucking rooms and we'd be doing all this Call of Duty shit, and we'd be getting our asses kicked by our fucking sergeants. You don't do that shit here, and fucking booting us and fucking press ups and pull ups and shit. It was fucking hard.
That went on and on through the game in fucking environment. You know, a lot of people, because you spend so much time at a camp and stuff like that now, where you live on a military base. You know, your nights are invested in a gaming routine if you're not out on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? So there's three things you either do in the military when you're on your like rest period is either go to the gym, get pissed, or you play fucking video games.
Well, for me back then, I was 16, 17 when I was in the army. I was still doing college at the army. I was still doing my studies at the army as well as training. So when the weekends came and we got our free time or downtime, whichever way you want to put it, the only reason that we got away with going out to the pubs were because we had our uniforms on. But back then, I didn't have my fucking beard. I had blonde spiky hair and I looked about fucking 10. So I was never getting into the bars anyway.
You still fucking do when you shave it off, you can.
No, right? So we majority of us didn't go to the bars. We only did that a little further down the line, but we first started playing Call of Duty. Carlsberg and Oreos in the rec center. It was great.
That's cool. So when did you start playing online then? When did you hit off on online game? Because you're the same as me. You were more of a Battlefield guy than you were a fucking COD guy. Well, you played all the CODs, didn't you?
Well, I was always a Call of Duty player up until
what, online or
yeah. So I played online and everything up. The one of the best Call of Duties that we played online was Modern Warfare 2. That was fucking phenomenal. Running through the slums of Fallujah, it was great.
I played that. It is a great game.
Yeah. So I played every single Call of Duty, and I was always more of a Call of Duty player than I was a Battlefield player. Call of Duty Ghost came out. Call of Duty Ghost was in 2013. Now, that's when Black Ops was when I started getting more competitive on the Call of Duty side of stuff.
Okay.
And Black Ops was 2010.
Yeah.
Come Call of Duty Ghost, I racked up so many hours on that I was in top 10 best player in the UK for Call of Duty Ghost, and it was phenomenal. It was amazing, and it had that Battlefield feel because the maps were so big. But then that's when the copy and paste started on the Call of Duties. That's when they started getting really lazy and recycling maps. They started recycling codings. They started recycling everything, and that's when the cheating and the hacking pretty much all started. You had wall hacks throughout the Call of Duties, but that's where the dynamic cheat started, was in Call of Duty Ghost. I got fucked off with that shit, and I left Ghost for Battlefield 4.
Okay, so I started playing Battlefield 2 is where I got into the online gaming kind of thing. So like, to me, like, DICE came out with Battlefield 2 and it fucking blew me away, mate. It was done by Battlefield 2, the original.
Battlefield 2, yeah.
You're talking Sharkey Peninsula, stuff like that, where you were like, and it became, that's where the love of gaming came to me. There was that game, because I played with like we do now in a squad and stuff like that, but we were like, just fucking, there was something about it, do you know what I mean? Like you can't play Battlefield now without having skill, integrity, like, in being able to fucking, like we played earlier, didn't we? We played earlier. We were playing just me and you, nobody else. Like, we had obviously squad members, but they were just fucking running off doing what they want. But I mean, the two of us were taking over fucking like flags and stuff like that by ourselves. So you imagine working out as like a proper squad, you know what I mean? And but it's hard to get because you're so used to running around and doing your own thing in COD on, like, say, Rebirth and stuff like that. To go into Battlefield where you're sometimes sat for 10 minutes guarding a fucking flag what's not getting hit at all. Do you know what I mean? But the fundamentals of it's a completely different gameplay. But when you get it right and you get the skill level right, you get the squad right, it's the most amazing fucking game that I've ever played. And it goes from, like I say, Battlefield 2, where I started, and like I loved all the game. Like, Battlefield 4 was fucking amazing. Like, probably one of the best shooters ever, Battlefield 4.
Well, see, like, on that aspect of it, when we were all doing Call of Duty, Battle Royale didn't actually come out until PUBG. PUBG started the whole Battle Royale thing, and that was, I mean, it was good, but it was horrendous.
Dude, I loved it.
Shit.
Yeah, I actually fucking loved it.
Yeah, I did too. I loved PUBG. I actually did. But it was so horrendous to play. I remember when it first came out, I'd be running across the fucking field. The game would shut down. Like, what the fuck? Come back on. Here's me running across the field, still in my body, and I'm not even in the fucking game. Come back in the game, I'm dead. But my squad are running around. You know, but no, I remember. But Battle Royale series didn't actually come out on Call of Duty until Black Ops 4. 13, 14, 15,
yeah, Black Ops 4,
which was 2018. So that's when the Battle Royale came out. So, like, everybody that's talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remake version, right, or the prequel, sorry, now, or Warzone or whatever, Rebirth Island.
Yeah.
The original Rebirth Island was actually in 2018 on Black Ops 4.
No. I just read Stretch was actually right. It was H1Z1. That was the first Battle Royale game. Because I remember watching Dr. Disrespect play that. I've got to admit, though, PUBG, I never played H1Z1. I did literally first one I ever played was PUBG, which I loved.
PUBG was mine.
There was so many fuck ups in it. It was unreal. But when you got it right, it was a good fucking game and a good laugh. PUBG was the first kind of Battle Royale that I fucking played with. And I mean, then I didn't even fucking game for a good year and a half after that, before obviously I had the separation from my wife and stuff like that, and which I'm potentially getting divorced soon.
Congratulations.
Much, but it's actually going through, which is good. But so obviously when we separated, and then I came in and started playing COD again. Like, I started playing Warzone on my own. Like, didn't have anybody else, didn't play with anybody else. It was like me
going of course you did, you had Brian.
No, not when I first started. I think I'd only been playing Warzone for 3 weeks before I met Brian. Right, so I was like literally just joining squads, playing on my own, and then we met. Yeah, and fortunately enough, got introduced to fucking better people, and
Well, see, that's
Yeah.
it. Like when I was playing Warzone, Rebirth wasn't out at the time.
Uh-huh.
It was just Verdansk, and
Plunder we were playing. What?
yeah, I played all my guys with my guys. It was all plunder back then. It wasn't actually BR. Obviously, you're more than aware the circumstances that led me to where I am right now. So I started playing on my cousin's Xbox on her profile, because I'd be sat playing on her profile while her husband was sat next to me on his profile, 2 different Xboxes, and we were playing it. That's the only reason we met Brian, is because I didn't have my squad with me at the time.
Yeah.
So because I didn't have my squad, we met Brian, and then I met you through Brian, and then I met Stephen through Brian.
Yeah.
And then Brian tried to molest us.
And then we eventually got to speak to the girls through Brian.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Led to fucking other shit. Oh, it's just fucking stupid. But yeah, it's actually branched out really well. And I've got to say, I've met some of my best friends through playing fucking Warzone. So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one to hate on that aspect of things, but the fundamentals, the hacking.
Yeah, see, like I said, it got bad back in 2013 on Ghost, but with 2018 when the BR came out, it wasn't BR. Obviously, it was domination, or it was capture the flag, or it was free for all, or team deathmatch. That was what it was, and that's what Battlefield kind of was as well. Conquest on Battlefield is just an enlarged version of domination. What's happening, T?
So for people that are watching that don't understand what you don't want to know, but it's as simple as that. So we'll leave it there. But
if we were the BBC, Brian would be the head.
Yeah, we think.
So yeah, no, I hated. I started to hate Call of Duty during Ghost.
Yeah.
Left for Battlefield. And then after Ghost, it was Advanced Warfare, which was fucking hellish. It was
that the futuristic one?
Aye, sort of. It was futuristic, but it was fucking garbage. After that, it was Black Ops 3. And then it went back to Infinity Warfare. And then it went to World War II, Black Ops 4 in 18, Modern Warfare, that was in 19, Cold War in 2020, and Vanguard, obviously, 2021. That just came out, what, 2 weeks ago? So, so I fucking hated it, man. The hacking, the cheating, the wall hacks, the aim assists, all that sort of shit was fundamental.
Another thing is like the pay to win thing as well, like buying fucking, blueprints, and it's just not fair on anybody else. So it's potentially saying if you've got more money, you can be better at the game, and that's not fair.
That's how they started. Like it was always like that. As an example, on Call of Duty Ghost, right? There was this one gun that I can't remember what it was called. I loved using it, and it would be an SMG. You're running around the battlefield, you're killing cunts. But at long range, you click your button, and the SMG turned to an actual fucking assault rifle.
Yeah.
But you didn't unlock that. If you wanted that, you had to either buy that gun or you had to buy the season pass for it. So if you didn't have money to buy that, you'd be running around with your base weapons, getting killed by cunts that have got fucking pay to win, big ass badass weapons.
Yeah. Which isn't fair. Which is why I love Battlefield game, because there's you want the better weapons, you need to play the game and get better at it. Simple as that.
Battlefield kind of had that in place as well, though. So DICE are the ones that make Battlefield. I mean, there's been a few Battlefield games since Battlefield 4. That's my last great Battlefield that I played. After that, it was Hardline, and that was a company, Raven something.
I like Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 was good, but Battlefield 5 was terrible.
Battlefield 5 was garbage, but before 5, it was Hardline as well. And then it was Battlefield 1. That was the World War I version.
Hardline was like the cops and robber kind of style thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, it was trash.
That was really bad.
But Battlefield 1 I genuinely enjoyed because they made a lot of it looked very World War I-y. Do you get what I mean? They did a fucking good job of it.
I've always been one for modern style weaponry, but
Well, it's like even just like riding in on horses and
well,
stuff like
that's
that.
it.
as well.
I fucking when they came out with Battlefield 1, they just came off making Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, EA,
Yeah.
DICE, that's who make Battlefront and Battlefield. So it looked like that, which was fine because the graphics were fucking phenomenal. There was next to no bugs. They eased
Yeah.
everything out. Just like every game, you're always going to get bugs. You're always going to get shit at the
Of
start.
course. Well, we've got it now with Battlefield
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
2042. It is bugs. There is things that need to be sorted, and hopefully tomorrow they are fucking sorting it. Do you know what I mean? So
Tomorrow brings a massive update. So I should mention actually, right, for the future generations that will look back on our podcast today, tomorrow is going to be the 25th. 25th of November 2021. So tomorrow's going to be a big fucking update. And then we're going to get another big update a week, the first week in December. And
Yeah.
I couldn't share it, but there's a massive thing. There's an EA forum. Now, EA has a thing on Twitter called EA Community Guidelines or something. And if you follow them, then you can actually talk to them direct. So it's the actual company. They've hired people to directly talk to the customers to find out the bugs, the shit, what's going on, and they've put a mass amount of stuff into it, reports, and they've came
Which
back and says,
needs
"Well,
to
tomorrow we're
fucking
fixing
happen.
this." Yeah, there's
This
a
is
lot
what-
of fixes tomorrow. I'll tell you, mate. There's a
Listen
lot.
to your fucking fans. Do you get what I mean? That's what we
Exactly.
need. It's like
Battlefield was shit, devastated when I played it. Aye, Steve. No, you know what? I was the same one because I really wanted it. I really wanted to play it because I know it was what was it, World War II? But
It
I
felt
don't know.
different though. It didn't feel like World War II. Do you know what I mean? It was like,
It was pretty shit.
yeah, like I said, I genuinely like really enjoyed Battlefield 1 because of the like how it looked, how it was. You know, like the blimps
Yeah.
coming down and the fucking riding on horses, and you had the first tanks, and all the weapons were fucking proper World War I weapons, and you know they got that right. You weren't sitting there with a futuristic fucking gun in World War I. Do you know what I mean? Like you would be in
Yeah.
COD.
Yeah.
Because you paid to fucking win. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's the weapons you got. You upgraded them through that, but they were still old school
Yeah.
weapons.
I mean, so on the basis of the whole Battlefield thing, EA, everybody boycotted EA during FIFA 20 or 21 because they brought in a lot of pay to own things. So like if you wanted to do certain things, you had to pay for it. Now they did that with Battlefront 2, and everybody boycotted EA. So EA was like, well, fuck this. We'll make games, but if you want to progress, then you'll have to progress. You won't have to buy it. So that's what they did. Battlefront 2, Star Wars came out. The new FIFA 21 and 22 came out.
Yeah.
No pay to win shit at all. New Battlefields just came out 2 weeks ago. No pay to win stuff at all. Anything you pay for is purely cosmetic, and it's only costumes, not weaponry.
No, that's it. And that's what I like about the game. Is like you
Yeah.
have to be skillful at the game to actually be able to fucking play it. Simple as that. And that's how it should fucking be. Do you get what I mean? It's like you shouldn't be able to progress and get better at a game because you've got more money. Like I said earlier, you know, it's like
Medal of Honor did do a fantastic fucking World War II game. You remember the first Medal of Honor game? It starts
Fantastic.
off and you're in the fucking boat.
Yeah.
And all you can do is look around. You're like, fuck's going on?
the
And all
land
of a
craft
sudden, yeah.
comes down.
Yeah,
fucking-
the thing comes down, and all of a sudden your bullets are flying everywhere.
It
Your
was
teammates are
fucking
dying next to
D-Day.
you.
It was literally D-Day. You know what I mean? And it was
Yeah,
like
exactly. You're storming
those
the beaches of
realistic
Normandy.
style
Yeah.
to a game. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what? I've got it right here in my head, and I remember it. And I remember it as if I was playing Battlefield right now. If I was to go back and play it, I know for a fact that it'd be like two team members with a fucking really blocky looking Zelda looking cunt from Nintendo 64. Yeah, you know, the graphics were fucking garbage.
Awful, but you got to think back then it looked fucking decent.
It did. It looked phenomenal.
Like even looking
yeah.
back, like I look back now and watch videos on Battlefield 2 on YouTube, and it's like, what? That looks fucking awful. But back then it looked fucking phenomenal.
What I like about the new Battlefield is they brought out the portal. And the
Yes.
portal. So Battlefield 1942 was one of the first Battlefields ever made. And the graphics were horrible in it, obviously. You had Bad Company 2 and you had Battlefield 3. Now, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, phenomenally the best Battlefields ever made. You got a season pass on Battlefield 4, and you could get every game from every map from 3 onto 4. Anyway, with this Battlefield Portal, it brings a complete next gen reimagining of 2 maps per game. So 2 maps from 1942, 2 maps from Battlefield 3, and 2 maps from Bad Company 2. And they're going to be implementing a hell of a lot more into that as well.
Well, you can just see that they're going to be a Battlefield 4 in as well. They're going to do it because it was the most fucking loved game.
Oh, they'll have to. I know for like, so you've got that one map that I fucking hate on Battlefield. What is it? Clundoscope or fucking colonoscopy or whatever it's called?
Kaleidoscope, you can.
I hate that map with a passion, but it reminds me of Shanghai from Battlefield 4.
Shanghai
where you got one side, other side, the big building in the middle. But that building was iconic because you could be fighting at the bottom. Yeah, you could be fighting at the bottom, fighting at the top. And that's where all the fighting was. Or you got some little cunt like me that would be in a tank or some fucking C4. Setting it around the fucking foundations of the building, it would bring down the whole fucking building and the whole map would change.
Yeah. Which was amazing. Which was never done before in another game.
Lankan Dam as well. As soon as you got that one peak in that dam, it destroyed the whole fucking map and created a massive amount of water that filled the whole map.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
We're gonna have to take a little break, guys. Just a quick break, 2 minutes, and we'll be back. So if you just hang out a little bit, we'll be right back. We're just running little errors that are going on, and then we'll be straight back, guys. But just give us 2 minutes, and we'll be right back.
2 seconds, guys.
Did I break or can I fly? The fall is harder from this high. All the ache to make me climb. Was it just a waste of time? And every picture in my mind, every moment well defined, fractured all that was inside, made someone I don't recognize. This door is broken, behind it I'm choking on the amber still smoking from the hurt that I've been stoking. It's time to let go, let the ashes grow cold. The same
What? Yeah.
Shit everybody up for a little second there, but yeah, we're back. An epic campaign mission. It was, Steve. You aren't fucking wrong there, dude. Like I said, there's a lot of there's a lot of the games that have done really well in certain aspects. I mean, I haven't played Vanguard, so I can't really fucking say anything. But some of the videos I've watched, it's dog shit, to be honest. So
I'm not interested in it. I'm not. You know what? I played so much of Warzone, and I love the fact that we met each other on it. We got some great gameplay. We got some good fucking team members. We had great dynamics in what we'd done. But ultimately, you got dicked on that much by absolute fucking bullshit and hacking. And near the end, people just didn't hide it anymore. And you could tell them a mile away. And it's like, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
At least with Battlefield, they actually implement a cheat system where you cannot cheat. If you cheat straight away in the game has that sort of code. That sort of coding that'll back you out of the game and it'll ban you from the system. And they're causing a thing. So it's a console ban as well. So they're looking to console ban you. So even if you're on PC, still classed as a console ban.
Yeah.
And that's what we need.
It's good. An anti-cheat should always be there in any game, to be honest. So
yeah.
I'm done
with
but if you feel the need to fucking cheat, why fucking play the game?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Go and play fucking Roblox or whatever it's called, or fucking Minecraft, and do your shit on there. Do you know what I mean? But
I like Minecraft.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying these people are acting like fucking children. They really are, and it's fucking annoying.
Stretch is banned on Battlefield 3.
What was that? I missed that.
Stretch is banned on Battlefield 3.
He's banned?
Yeah, his sound triggered the anti-cheat.
For fuck's sake. But yeah, one thing I genuinely will miss from playing COD is Defcoms. I genuinely fucking
Yeah,
got a thrill out of killing people and listening to them actually scream or smash their controller in and stuff like that. It was fucking hilarious.
I am going to miss the Defcons on that. I like to say that I'm going to miss arguing with our team members, but when the comms are put back into Battlefield,
That'll
which is
happen
gonna,
anyway.
that it's going to happen. Yeah, 100%. I'm
Yeah.
not a toxic guy, but when
Fuck
someone
off.
starts, listen, when someone starts this shit, I'm going to pull on their dick. You know what I mean? That's how it works.
Oh my god. I know I'm getting the full brunt of it at the moment, so while the comms ain't fucking working.
The thing, right, I know. So, like, with us playing Battlefield, we have we've got the wee chat system where you can talk to your team. And I haven't been very nice to most of the people, but they're fucking stupid. They're thick as pig shit. If you're playing a game, use your brain. You look at the map,
Yeah, but-
you see certain fucking flags. If you can take them certain flags and leave the other flags to the enemy, doesn't matter if they've got a couple of flags. So long as we've got at least one more than them, we're going to get more points and we win the game. You
But
know?
people are still playing the COD fundamentals of running in and shooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it does not work in Battlefield. I'm sorry, it does not work. It is a team game.
Because
100%.
Battlefield has amassed a lot of fans over the years. But I think the last great Battlefield was Battlefield 4. Because of Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 5, that's only 3 games since 2019. Call of Duty's had, 2018. No, wrong again.
No.
2013. Fuck's sake. From 2013, that's only 3 games in Battlefield. Call of Duty have obviously had 1 game out every single year. But with this new Battlefield, I think it's brought a lot of the OG characters back. On the trailer of Battlefield, you got the guy that's in the jet. He jumps out the jet, blows the cunt up with an RPG, and jumps back in the jet, yeah? That actually happened. That was actually one of the streamers from Battlefield 4.
Renderzook, and they actually did a tribute to him, which shows again how much they fucking listen and look at their fans' fucking stuff. Do you know what I mean? That video itself would have got people like the video that I think it was called Renderzook or something, so you can actually look it up on YouTube. That he doing that got so many people over to Battlefield because it was something that was done. Do you know what I mean? During a fucking game, and
it was amazing. The reaction
I've
video,
seen the reaction.
it was
Stretch
phenomenal.
just said about the reaction video of the guy actually seeing it, and it
You
is,
not think he looks like a mix between Sheldon Cooper and Pee Wee Herman?
do you know what? As much as we can sit here and take the piss, I'm genuinely happy for the guy because you could see. how
I'm
much
happy
it was
100%, but he does look like Pee Wee Herman
He
and
does.
Sheldon had a baby.
He does.
But he was a phenomenal gamer. He was 100%. That was just one of his feats that he did. He looked.
Fucking hate that guy. You can go fuck himself. Nave, the bed's fucking phenomenal, mate. I can't even describe how much I love it. I played BF the other night on my own, and it was hard slog with a team member who just ran in. Yeah, you see, you can't just go in guns blazing on the Battlefield. It just doesn't fucking happen.
The way that we should do is, for anybody that's watching that wants to join us on Battlefield, you're more than welcome to. You just reach out, tell us you want to join us. What I think a great team is, and we haven't done it yet, it'll be a lot easier when comms come out, is when, so my main character right now is Boris. I have the sentry gun, chuck that shit down, and I don't really use the sentry gun as much as I want. I don't know. I use Dozer as well, and he's got the big fucking shield. So with everybody having their different sort of skills and different loadouts, it should really, like, because we're often shouting, we need ammo. None of our guys run ammo, you know. So we should really focus down on legitimate team style and taking it that way.
Yeah, but it's also like when you get down and stuff like that, you got actual teammates that are in your team running off and not being around, where you should all be together to pick each other up, to get each other up, to give each other ammo, to give each other fucking medical supplies.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to go in and be Mr. fucking Assault, and it doesn't work like that. You've got to have a team of 4, do you know what I mean? And have a different person to do the different skill types and have the different fucking attachments to give you through the game. Yeah. And that's how you win games.
You're not the only person that didn't enjoy the beta. I did enjoy the beta a little bit, but you're not the only person that didn't enjoy it. The beta was 100% different to the actual game itself. The game
game's
itself,
phenomenal.
yeah. Now, what I was saying before on the aspects of the company listening to the players, there is a lot that they're in the process of fixing. Some of the maps are going to be getting changed tomorrow. We probably won't even notice, but some of them are getting changed over the course of the next updates. Some of them are getting changed. More things are getting added. Things are getting shrunk. Things are getting taken away. They had a coding that hasn't worked. So there's buildings that you can actually get in, and it's supposed to blow out the buildings so that you can't camp in it. But because the coding didn't work, you're getting people camping in them. But that's not going to be an issue in the coming weeks. That's going to be getting taken away. The balancing of tanks and guns.
You were running around and you couldn't get any attachments, you couldn't get any weapons up and stuff like that. And it was just like,
even the spawn and deployment thing. Yeah.
And there's also you get a reload bug where it's telling you need to reload and you can't. You don't need to fucking reload. And what else was there?
Box,
there was the running thing where people look like they're running across the map when they're not even moving and stuff like that, which look weird.
Yeah.
But there is, like, you got to think this game's been in development for a long time. Look at COD at the end of the day. They do updates every fucking week. Do you know what I mean? To try and fix a game that's so fucking broken and they can't get it right.
Thing is, when COD updates, they don't really update. They're adding things in without fixing shit, and it does break the game more. With Battlefield, they've shown what they need to fix before they're adding in anything else in. And that's the way they've always operated. And that's the way that's on the aspect of actually the company, they do listen, but Call of Duty don't listen. The only thing they do is cause lawsuits, sexual fucking harassment, pedophilia, and all that random shit. And that's not me attacking Call of Duty because I hate the game. That's actually going on right now. Activision.
It's huge in the fucking news
That's
at the moment.
massive. I read you a thing the other day where one person was sexually assaulted within Activision, right?
Yeah.
And that one person went to human resources and said, I've been sexually abused, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And human resources turned around and says, well, you should feel fucking lucky. You should feel gratified about it. What, like, why? Yeah. Why would you feel like that?
You should get over it a little, or not let it affect you as much. And it's like, what fucking sexual abuse, man? Do you know what I mean? You should
feel gratification because you're getting the attention. Like, fuck off. That's just, it's mental. And that's not the only thing too. There's been numerous accounts that the CEO of Activision have ordered hits on certain members and certain people. You know, hits, like actual hitmen hits, actual hits. So Jeff Leach, the guy that played Ghost in this Call of Duty, not the original, but this Call of Duty Warzone, he had a massive falling out with him. He won't go into details about it. He has expressed that he fucking hates them and he hates the game and he hates how he was treated. But he says that there's a lot of fundamental issues that are still to be risen, that haven't been raised yet, and it's going to cause Activision a lot of money and a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
time. Like you say, as much as
Vanguard just came out, right? PlayStation are pulling Vanguard from the store. Xbox are pulling Vanguard from the store. The thing is, right, because of the way that Activision is right now, Xbox and PlayStation, and I'm assuming PC will be the exact same, are taking back from Activision. They don't want to work with them anymore.
They don't want to be associated with people that are causing fucking things like that, especially in this day and age, you know, where you can't say this and you can't say that. Do you get what I mean? And why be fucking associated when you're such a popular? Because it will turn people away. It will fucking, like, people will not want to play the fucking games anymore for certain reasons. You know what I mean? So they're not doing themselves any favor. And the fact that they're fucking sitting there telling people to get over a fucking like sexual harassment case is absolutely fucking disgusting. What's going to be next? Like, you can't fucking work there if you're gay or something like that. Do you get what I mean? That's how it's going to fucking go. It's going to, you know, it's almost like the old frat boy kind of style fucking place, if you get what I mean. Like,
is the power and abuse, the abusing of power. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like the guy's got a bit of power behind him and he makes a couple of games. I mean, Activision don't just own Call of Duty. It's Crash Bandicoot as well, other games as well. But Activision own majority company of Blizzard. Blizzard are the guys that made World of Warcraft, and that's a massive game. It's a big fucking game, you know?
Oh, it's way bigger than fucking COD, mate. Like the amount of people that still play World of Warcraft now is still phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's like it's huge, absolutely huge. I used to love BF now. Just I know you're very busy at the moment, Nate. I get it, but you should give it a go again, mate. I'd say to anybody who's literally just tried Battlefield, and it's very hard to get back into Battlefield from playing Call of Duty. Even me and Jason found it difficult in certain aspects of actually the whole like movement and stuff like that, and getting used to the movement of the game because it isn't.
The thing is, as well, Nath, I like a lot of people will go in and play Call of Duty and they're like, right, well, I'm waiting on my guys coming on, so I'll just get a couple games. That's all well and done. But with Battlefield, you can go in yourself and you will play with people. But ultimately, you don't feel that sort of camaraderie until you're actually in with your team members and you're enjoying it. Because if you're running as an actual unit, 4 guys running together, 3 all different sort of fucking skills. One's coming in left, one's coming in right, 2 in the center, motion up the building, destroy the building. Doesn't matter what it is. There's so much going on that it creates an absolute fucking immense environment, and it's so good. Like I said before,
I genuinely don't think I could go and start playing Battlefield on my own. I wouldn't enjoy it.
Well, I mean, I played for the first fucking week on my own, and it was horrible. But when it's still doable because you still got your team members, but when you notice your team are fucking off doing their own thing, and you're like, well, hold on, there's tactics here that we could be doing. I can't. They're just not doing it. When you've got your team, you do the tactics, and it doesn't matter whether you win or lose the game. What matters is you've managed to hold down one area of a massive fucking map, dealing with an onslaught of tanks, choppers, jets, and fucking grenades, and you're still coming out victorious. That right there's fucking amazing.
It's fun, man. I like we were playing tonight, and I was playing it again. And I'm watching, and I'm like, I fucking love this game. I actually love this game, and it's like, I'm so glad it's finally here. It looks beautiful. It moves right when it moves. When it's running right, it's a fucking phenomenal game, and it's. I'm so glad it's back, and it's not. I know, like we were looking at the chat and people fucking moaning, and I was like. You're not fucking Battlefield players. Do you get what I mean?
These are all kids, or these are all fucking Call of Duty players that have come in looking for the next best first-person shooter. And it is a first-person shooter, but it's more like Rainbow Six. You need to have your tactics, you need to have your bearings, and you need to know what you're about to do before running in and gunning. There's no running in, gunning, sliding 360 no scope and jumping like a fucking bunny. Like, you need to know what you're about to do before you go in, and that's what creates that aspect of an actual experience.
You cannot run in and take out 4 players in Battlefield. You can't do it. You've got to. You go in, you take 1 player out, you run away, you reload, you fucking brace yourself, and then you go back in and take the next one out. If there's 3 of them on you, 3 on 1, you ain't got a chance in fucking hell, man. I'm telling you.
On Call of Duty, I could rip down shreds of people. And I've done it. I've done it in front of everybody. I do it. I was a great Call of Duty player. But on Battlefield, you need that. Like I said, you need to know what you need to do. So if you're coming into a building and you've got one guy in the corner, another guy up top, your best option is either don't go in or drop the building on the cunt's head. Because if you go in that building, you're going to get sandwiched between a Jimmy Savile and Bill Cosby fucking jelly roll, and you're not going to like it.
Or you wait for your teammates to fucking join you. And then you fucking breach, and that's how you do it. But it's great.
That's what I like about Battlefield as well. If you die and you go down and one of your team members are still there, so long as that team member can get out of combat, you can spawn back on your team member and create a support unit. And that's what I like about it. The game forces you to work as a team. Yeah. And if you don't work as a team, it shows.
Yeah, because you lose that flag, you lose that opportunity of taking it out. It's a fucking great game. No stretch, I am not playing with a keyboard and mouse. I just can't be bothered. So I brought a really expensive. I think I spent about 300-400 quid on a keyboard and mouse, and I don't use it. So it's nice though.
I just got a message. You're 100% welcome to join us on Battlefield tomorrow. I will 100% be on. I'm working tonight. I finish at 7. I'll get a couple hours sleep, and then I'll be on the whole day. I don't know what day is it. What day is it today? Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Yeah, so I'll be on tomorrow before I need to go to work anyway. So I'll be on the whole day.
And Nath, you're saying you got no friends. That's bullshit. You know where we are. All you got to do is ask, mate.
Yeah.
Like we say, we like to play with anybody and anybody that we can. The biggest snag at the moment, like Jay said earlier, is the comm system. There isn't really much of comm system. Lucky enough, like I'm playing on PC, Jace is on the Xbox, but we can actually still communicate through Xbox. But when we get guys on that are on PS and stuff like that, we have to go through either Discord or WhatsApp, and Discord's too quiet for certain areas, and then WhatsApp, most of us have got to take one headset off and like one ear off, and you can't hear what's going on. So hopefully tomorrow they may fix that. That would be great if they do.
I'm not sure when they're adding in the comms. So Battlefield do this on every single fucking Battlefield. They do. They don't add the comms in straight away. It's all about the chat system first, because that I don't know.
Do you reckon that takes away a lot of toxicity, really?
They try. So have you noticed on that note of toxicity, you have to pick your fucking gender, and it's not male or female. It's he, she, him, ham, whatever the fuck it is. I don't like that shit. It's a lot of shit. I'm not gonna get into it.
I haven't even looked at that, to be honest. So
yeah, so they're trying to focus on everybody, which is fine, but the fact that they left out the comms to create less toxicity makes no sense, because I've been just as fucking toxic as the next guy in that chat system when they're not doing their job. I will tell them, we need a chopper on fucking Alpha, move your fucking ass. Before, we're on Alpha 2, me and Kev, and one of our team members comes, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing in this fucking thing, but we're on top of a building. He's trying to fucking fly. He's fucking bashing it every cunt.
What did you say to him?
Straight out the bat, I went onto the chat system and says, "Here, cunt, you need to go back and play Flight Simulator."
Yeah.
I'm not a nice person, but there's stupidity and then there's bad gaming, you know? And you don't see many bad gamers.
You jump into chat and give abuse, whereas I'm like, I can't be asked to get the chat up, type it in, and fucking go back into the game. It's like,
the worst of it is, right, here's me sitting giving some kind of abuse, like, you need to go back to play Flight Simulator, blah blah blah, and I'm in this chat system. I come out the chat and says, "Where are you?" Kev's like, "Oh, I'm down. Can you revive me?"
Yeah, he's sat here for 15 seconds, like, while he's trying to fucking give somebody abuse. It's like, get your fucking teammate up, for Christ's sake.
The abuse is often essential because it focuses people. It does. If someone realizes that you're being a cunt to them, they'll try and be a cunt to you, and then they'll be forced to have to fucking fight their self.
Yeah.
And then you got your fucking camaraderie right there. You got your teammates right there. You know?
Well, we were quite, like, going back to COD, we were quite bullyish with things. So if somebody picks up a weapon that was yours, or we'd sit there and fucking sit in front of them, shoot them, and make them give us their weapon, or drop your money. Do you remember the drop your money situations?
Yes, I fucking
literally drop the fucking money. Like,
I was a very abusive cunt on Call of Duty. But again,
we also,
if you're a bad gamer, fine. But if you're just showing your stupidity, then I'm going to pull on that stupidity. There's no need for it, you know?
Yeah. Well, we had some laughs, the old lasers in the eyes, and
totally. I mean,
like, we got some good content from fucking COD as well.
We did. That's what kind of started my following on TikTok was, the teabagging.
Yeah, the fuck. The loadout on Alice's head. That was fucking
there's nothing there at all, but I'm gonna throw the load out and it pings off into the fucking water anyway.
You know, I wish one thing on your TikToks is that we had the fucking the chat in it, if you know what I mean, as well, because obviously you haven't got it set up. But
the Hearts load at Police Academy, the teabagging. That's what kicked my TikTok off. I got about 13.
How many views did you get on that? It was ridiculous.
Oh, a lot. I don't know, like 300,000 views, and like, fuck knows, man. I'd have to check, but there's loads, fucking loads. And now I'm going to start making Battlefield clips. I'm going to branch out a little bit more and make clips my own and all that shit. You know, and then on the 4th of March. No, that's wrong. on the 7th of March, there's going to be some TikTok content,
Yeah.
and it's going to be live. Me and Kev, it's happening. Kev's coming up on the 7th of fucking March, and we're going to get wasted.
We're actually going to do a sit down together fucking stream and actually
Podcast, yeah.
Together, so that'll be quite fun. And God knows what's going to happen. I'm quite scared already, to be honest.
It's going to be good.
Yeah,
We're
going to have some laughs. What?
I can't wait, man. It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. So there is. I've been very, 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 very fucking lazy with streaming lately as well. I've just been very much concentrating on my fucking work at the moment and trying to build that up and get that going, and then hopefully I'll be back to streaming on Twitch again. Wow, you had nearly 3,000 views on that fucking video. That's insane.
282.5 thousand views. That's a lot of fucking views on one video. There's a lot of shares on it as well, and there's a lot of likes on it as well.
We had a good laugh. Do you remember, because there was times where we were playing, we'd be serious, and there'd be times that we were playing, and it would be stupid. And we've had times where we were painting up the fucking house. We were pretending to do fucking
was that one where
Charlie Angel poses. Do you remember that?
There was that one. I don't know if I've got the clip. There's me and you were just running around in circles, and Charlotte's running around thinking that something's happening, and we're sitting spray painting her.
Just complete ad. I think that's when she was quite new to it. She didn't know what we were doing, did she?
Yeah, because she was always a dance player.
Can you see that up there, Charlotte? What? That up there? And she'd look up and with the spray paint.
We did that. You know what? We did that to everybody. I used to sit there and do it to Kev without him realizing, and I'd ping lasers in his eyes when he'd be trying to snipe.
I'd be like properly trying to concentrate on sniping. And I'm a good fucking sniper. I think I'm a good fucking sniper. And all I get is this green thing going across my face. What the fuck is that? And there's this cunt in the corner just shining at me. There'll be times where I'm like, I'm trying to take on fucking a team of 4. Jason's quite happily sat in this fucking corner looking at TikTok while I'm fucking running around inside, like jumping in and out of Brian's house, fucking trying to shoot every cunt, and you're in some kind of corner just on TikTok, fucking
like, where are you? Scrolling through TikTok, sitting in a corner, and my thumb's got a mental. I'm controlling in one hand. I'm moving my analog with one thumb so as not to get kicked, but I'm scrolling through TikTok with the hand. Man, we had some good fucking times, but I hate that.
That's
game.
what I mean. Like, as much as we can sit here and slag off the game, we had some fucking giggles on that and brought us very close together. And it's it made this friendship, and it's fucking like I say, I'll always love and respect the game for that. And we had some shit times and we had some good times on it. And I'll tell you what, we've played games where me and Jason sat there and fucking poured our hearts out to each other, and like literally like gaming. Like, because this is kind of a gaming fucking podcast, you gaming. Some people sit there and laugh at people that are gaming and say, "Oh my god, you're like a child." I'm 42 and I game, but it's like it's my breakaway from life. And
it's like when someone says to you, "But hold on, you're a grown man. You're playing a game. Get a life." Well, actually, sir, I got multiple lives. I play Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty. I'll just respawn.
Yeah. And it's like, to some people, this is our breakaway from reality. And
mental health is a big factor 100%. In a lot of humanity. But this right here is medication for it. Gaming's medication, it is. And especially when you got a group, a lot of people behind us. Like Call of Duty, it took away a lot of that because of certain aspects. But with Battlefield, I think, I know it's only 4-man squads, but it'll pull us all together. And I'm not entirely sure how it works with. We've not actually had more than 4 people on at a time yet, but we're hoping to get a little bit more than 4 people to try out, say maybe 5 or 6, jump into a game and see how that works. So I know it's a 4-man squad. Yeah, so I know it's a 4-man squad, but if there's like say 7 of us in one party on Battlefield, like the old one, it used to put us in. Is say Alpha group and Bravo group in the same team, so we'd also be playing. I'm hoping that's still a factor,
Hopefully we can trial that at some point and get everybody on. It's we just got to pull the other guys away from fucking Call of Duty that they keep going back to. The arsehole.
What it is? I think it's the communication thing right now that's causing that sort of digression on it. But other than that, like we're bringing everybody over. There's a good few of us that are over already, and there's a lot of the old clan members from like 11 years ago that are coming back. So I've been playing with Corey. I know not a lot of you guys haven't actually met Corey. I fucking love that dude. I played with him for about 12 years. He, honest to fucking God, I can't wait for you guys to meet him. Ryan and Josh are coming back as well. We've been playing together for about 12 years. So it's like all old members are coming back just for this one game.
It'll be good. It'll genuinely be really good and good.
This
fun.
this game's going to bring everybody together, and that's what I want, to rebuild a community that Call of Duty took it away. We did have the community in the beginning, but it caused a lot of sides. This game's going to bring it back.
We'll get there. We'll definitely get there. It will become big again, and like we will fucking rule Battlefield. Very, very fucking.
We already do. We're legends. I roll in my big ass beard. You roll in there with a little cow quiff. Oh, guys.
Nothing wrong with my fucking silver fox fucking look. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Right, I think we've done an hour there. I reckon we're gonna knock it on the head here.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah, I've got work soon, so that will be our podcast of tonight, guys.
Yeah. So we're gonna knock it on the head. Me and Jay's gonna go and play Battlefield. I mean, we're gonna
yeah,
do nothing, but no, yeah,
we're gonna have a life, do dishes, tidy up, and not play Battlefield.
But thank you so much, everyone who's come in and watched us as normal. Everybody that's been here, please like and share the video. Please get your friends involved. Get us those more subscriptions. We are still fucking being those beggy kind of people and asking for fucking subscriptions.
I know that it's been 2 weeks since we've done anything. There has been a lot going on. In fact, there's a lot going on again that's happening, but we're going to maintain this a weekly thing. We're just going to keep it going. And then, like I said, in March, we're going to have that special podcast where we're going to do it together, and hopefully we'll get a TikTok up and running of us doing that fucking fermented fish, just smelling it.
Well, see now, right? You've got me wanting to do the fish. I want us to do the fucking hot chip challenge as well.
I don't know what that is.
I know you're fucking shit with spicy food, so
great.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do the fucking fish thing. So
that's fine. I don't want to do it either. I just think it'll be funny. Well, that's fine. So on that note, actually, right? So it's going the 7th of March. It's a Friday. So we're going to do the 7th of March. 4th. What's that?
I think I come up on the 4th.
Is it the 4th? I can't remember. I need to check the calendar. Maybe the 7th is that's a different date. I'm thinking the 7th of January is actually
4th of March is a Friday. That's when I come.
Yeah, so it's right. Okay, that's right. I'm thinking of the 7th of January. That's when I get my children. Can't wait. So the 4th of March, the whole weekend, Kev is going to be here with me at mine. So if there's any challenges that you guys want to see us do, send them. Let me know. Let us know. We will try and do as many of them as we can.
Yeah.
And we'll fucking do it live, and we'll take it from there.
But there's conditions. I'm fucking old.
And vegan.
And vegan. And I don't want to do no fucking height things or anything like that. None of that bullshit. And I'll have a laugh and I'll do all this shit, but yeah, we'll see.
Guys, he's already starting his old age pish. Fucking beanie cap, glasses, and a newspaper, man. Gotta roll off the fucking plane in a pipe.
Got a pipe, actually.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, please like, share, get us out there, guys. Get us fucking subscribed, and we can actually do a lot more stuff once we get up and running. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Much love from myself and the man over there.
Yeah, guys, I love you.
We'll catch you at 8 p.m. next Wednesday, where we'll think of something else to fucking rant and moan about.
Yeah, like I says, there is a discussion page. We've got fuck's that app called? Discord. We've got Discord up and running. So if you guys challenges for when we're together, put it in there. Any subjects you want us to talk about, podcast, put it in there. I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be braiding hair, it could be kicking midgets, it could be building a wall. I don't care.
We have, and there is like some people have mentioned stuff. Don't think we put it off, but we're looking at hopefully down the road getting people in to chat with us. So we want to get people in that know a bit more than we do and put us in our place to a certain aspect. So we will.
Yeah,
get
I think once I've got the new setup, I'm going to bring in. It will be my old neighbor at the time, and we're going to get the Alien podcast up and running. And guys, you don't want to miss that episode. I know for a fact it's going to be it's going to be an episode, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Anyway, much love, guys. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Have a great week, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
See you in a bit, guys.